would just be like, I want the Global Wrestling Championship.
Listen.
And he fucking would get it.
His entrance right now, and we're about to see our face-to-face confrontation between Red Madu and Jay Vice. It's time for Jay to meet the real best in the world. Nothing is holding us back anymore. The chains are off, and it's time to battle Jay Vice.
I won't even say another goddamn word. Because no matter what you say, do you know what you sound like? Everybody, what does this man sound like? Oh, I know. Everybody fucking else. Everyone else that thought they had the key to the treasure, but the truth was that they were just lying to themselves. I want you to look into my eyes, Red Madu. I want you to look into my eyes, and I want you to tell me what you see. Tell me what you think you know. Tell the best in the world who he is.
Destiny. This is a long time coming. Jay Vice, Red Madu versus Jay Vice was a match everyone wanted to see from the day I stepped foot into the 2K19 experience, and here we are now. Just me and just you, nothing else. And it's time that the discussion ends tomorrow night.
The discussion? I haven't heard of any discussion before between me and you. Hell, why would there be a discussion? Everybody knows who the best in the world is and who isn't. And if I really have to clarify, then you are dumber than you sound, Red.
It is a topic of discussion that a guy like you wouldn't want to admit, a guy like you wouldn't want to acknowledge, and a guy like you wouldn't want to hear. Jay. Because a guy like you fears that type of discussion, because deep down in your heart, you know there's always been something missing in your career, and that is the one-on-one match with the Prince of Pro Wrestling. We come from different worlds, Jay, but we are cut from the same cloth, and denying that would make you a moron.
You know what's moronic? When a guy walks up to me and says the same shit that every other guy says that walks up to me. They say that they know they can take down the best in the world. And every single time, they are wrong. Maybe, Madu, maybe there was a time and place where people couldn't fathom seeing us in the middle of the ring. But the time and place that you are referring to is long gone. Because many things have changed since this experience has changed over the past 2 years. Many of us went up the food chain, and many of us just had to let go. No man on earth has had the run that the best has had. No man on earth has came close to being the man that I am. No professional wrestler on earth can claim the same achievements that I can claim. And do you want to know why? It's because I am no man. I am a god. Did y'all hear me? I said I am a god. I might just have to say it one more time. Red Madu is why I am a god. You're a god? How's that? Because you wait every goddamn pay-per-view to perform? That makes you a god compared to a guy that has fought week in and week out, taking out every man that thought they could make their career-defining moment at World Battle. Every goddamn week the Prince walks out, and every goddamn week the Prince rules the landscape, while you, not a god, but a vulture, pick the bones of the men who carry your kingdom. You hide until you have to fight. You've held that global title hostage for 9 months, and finally there's one guy that has earned the right to fight for that championship, and you decide to pull out your god complex. Jay, that global title you hold is a completely different story from the world title you hold, representing only this. ABWF World Championship represents your company. Because that world title you hold is only about this, while that global title you hold is about every goddamn fiber of this industry, everything outside of your bubble. And what you've proven to these people by holding on to that title as a trophy rather than a belt shows them that you know you aren't ready to step out of your comfort zone, your bubble, your world, because World Battle, you don't know the landscape outside of ABWF. Hell, you could barely even keep your name in the tournament bracket for that title in its inaugural event. And you win that global belt, not in the traditional way, not the same way a guy like me earned it, a guy like Rich Grimace earned it, a guy like Haki Toma earned it. No, you stole that title, put it in your trophy case, and immediately closed the door on it. And I only have one question for you, Jay. Does that make you a god? Or just a bitch? I have one question for you, man. Why don't you just answer my fucking question? No! I ain't gonna answer that bullshit question. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that crap that you just said. Because you know, Jay, you know that what I say is correct. All you know is ABWF. That's the only place you've been. All you know is this. And here you may be a god. Sure, I'll give it to you. But out there, you don't know the first thing about it. But you know who does? I do. Because I didn't start my career here. My career started out there. I fought everybody, and I have beaten everybody, and that is why they say that Red Madu is one of the greatest to ever do it, Jay. And that World Battle, it's going to hit you like a bullet between the eyes when you realize firsthand exactly what I'm telling you is the truth. But a guy like you can't handle the truth. You're the man around here. ABWF is your landscape. What you say goes. But this match at World Battle, this is out of your hands. Because every claim you make, everything you've done, every moment you've had is rendered useless when you lose the one championship that gives you the right to claim yourself as the best in the world. How disrespectful, Madu. I mean, why would you praise any of this? Why wouldn't you put this company down? Huh? Why would a guy that failed time and time again here even try to acknowledge that this is the most high-level place to be in pro wrestling? Red Madu, let me make one thing clear to you right now. I don't give a shit about Free Japan. I don't give a shit about WWE. I don't give a shit about AEW. I don't give a shit about any other company in the world. Because truth is, if this wasn't the place to be, a guy like you wouldn't be here. If this wasn't the place to be great, then a guy that talks like you would not be here. You want to try and get in my head. Hell, like I said before, every other guy has done the same damn thing. But the truth is, this world battle event wouldn't be shit if the best in the world wasn't on it. This event wouldn't be happening if Jay Vice wasn't the man to beat in pro wrestling. Because without Jay Vice, there is no experience, and without Jay Vice, all of this wouldn't matter. But you don't want to admit that. A guy that I have pinned before wouldn't want to admit that there would be no anticipation, there would be no discussion, there would be nothing in this business to talk about. Nobody from 60 years on has ever reached the same level that I have reached. A guy like you tried. You tried to be me. You tried to collect. You tried to build a legacy in UWF, the trash can of pro wrestling, but you always stumbled because compared to me, you are just like everyone else. So Red Madu, World Battle, your 2-year-long journey to being that guy, it's over. And the one thing that's going to damage you more than the match itself is your own words. Because when I beat you for the only title that matters to you, there is no ladder for you to climb as I make you become everybody else around you. Because Red Madu, when it comes to fighting the best in the world for the Global Wrestling Championship at World Battle, you don't got it!
Well then, it seems like you've acknowledged every word I've had to say, Jay. But what I said wasn't meant to be disrespectful to anything or anyone else. It's rather just me telling you that you just have no idea. All this talk, Joe, and the truth is, you aren't a god. Neither am I. We hold these claims too close to ourselves, and we forget exactly who we really are. You forget the person that made you become the champion you are today, Jay. I can see that, and everybody in this room booing you can see that. And you've been hanging on a thread ever since. While I remain the same damn guy I've always been. I didn't need no protector to handle my bullshit. I sure as hell didn't need to use anyone. And I sure as shit don't need to pretend like everything else doesn't matter. And everything will come back to get you. And I will be the guy to humble you, Jay. World Battle, it'll be a simple lesson to you, Jay. Because I'll make you understand for the first time who I am, and I'll make you understand who you are not. At World Battle, I'm just gonna take it all.
What a damn thing! That is the main event tomorrow night. And we're going to show you every single match
on the World Battle card, it's time, baby. That face-to-face, and I learned a lot from that. Is Jay a god?